Hello and welcome to Pride of Nations. In this walkthrough, we will take a look at one of the major powers of the Victorian era, namely France. Taking charge of one of these major powers puts you in direct control of military operations, commerce, industrialisation, colonisation and diplomacy. In 1850, the start date of the Grand Campaign, France is only beginning its industrial revolution but has great potential. Let's quickly take a tour of France in 1850 and by using the map filter show which regions it owns legitimately. In addition to metropolitan France, we have a strong presence in Algeria, but this colonial area is not yet totally under control. Such military presence is a necessity should revolts happen. Our national forces are supplemented by colonial infantry, raised in Algeria herself. There are several game modes and several ways of changing between them. Smart clicking allows modes to be changed contextually, depending on the item that is clicked on. Now we're back in colonial mode, let's examine in detail some of the colonial decisions there are to choose from, so that we can shape colonies the way we want to. First, let's offer a chief treaty, and then send a missionary. But Algeria is not the only colonial area we own. Indochina too is under French influence at this time. But here our control is much lighter, and our forces quite less imposing. We must change that. Marseille is one of the main harbours of France. It is home to some vital military assets. To strengthen our presence in Indochina, we will transport a marine regiment there with one of our fleets. It is easily done by dragging and dropping, as you can see. Planning movement across the map does not have to be a chore. Simply select the assets you wish to move, jump to the area of the map that you wish them to move to, and then drag them to the destination. Luckily for us, we already have some soldiers to deploy in Indochina. Let's disembark them, then move the fleet to resupply in Saigon. As you can see, you can plan several coordinated moves in advance. As our national market is rather large, our population would undoubtedly enjoy more diverse food types. So let's build a rice paddy in Indochina, knowing that our soldiers will protect our assets there. Fortunately, we already have troops within the vicinity. As the revolt filter shows us, that area is not totally pacified. Plus Siam, the neighbour of Indochina, could quite easily invade our colony. Now let's check on the economic situation. Let's head back to France to see what our needs are. This is easily done with the assets balance window. It seems France has a serious shortage in coal, as depicted by the red line in the coal graph. The key to commerce is maintaining a powerful merchant fleet. Merchant fleets need coal. Since Great Britain produces a surplus of coal, it'll be a good idea to purchase some from her. In Pride of Nations, commerce is handled by trade zones. Let's open up the UK's trade zone, which is covering the British Isles in red. The British do sell coal, so it's a good idea to buy some from them. As we do, watch as our coal graph changes dynamically from red to black. As you can expect, Pride of Nations allows you to build military units. Valid locations where specific units can be built are colour-coded on the map. Only units that can be afforded can be deployed, while availability of some units is restricted by geography. You wouldn't expect to recruit Scots in British India, for instance. A nice fact about the military system is that units appear immediately on the map, but they are very weak. It also means that should you stumble on an enemy harbour with ships in construction, it is possible to capture them. Pride of Nations has been designed to please all kinds of players. Those with a historical leaning will get to experience rigid gameplay and see realistic achievements occur, while those wanting to see Russia march on to Rome or Madrid can do so. In sandbox mode, restrictions are lifted, because painting the world your colour is just pure fun. During the era portrayed in the game, diplomacy is a big part of the equation. Pride of Nations makes no exception in handling these important matters with all due care and attention. Let's propose something to one of our neighbours. Let's choose Belgium, and let's see if they are interested in a commercial treaty. Should they accept, we will have a better chance to trade with them. Thank you for watching this brief walkthrough of Pride of Nations. You're welcome to visit us at the Paradox forums